Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, July the 1st. Okay, it's Wicked Wednesday. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick, I think it's a Prism Oracle deck with a mixture of the Heart Oracle deck. Okay, I'm gonna pull those two cards for this reading for today. So let's see what you guys might need to know. I hope you guys are doing well mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. All right, guys, so I will try to use my car seat as a table because I kind of moved positions because it is so hot in the car that where I'm sitting right now, there's a nice breeze coming through. So I said, you know what, let me move and see if I can find a nice breeze that I can, utilize. So let's see what you guys might need to know. I can't wait to go back home and take another shower. I don't know, maybe it's a West Indian thing, I don't know, but I hate sweating. I mean, it is what it is, but I hate sweating after I just had a shower and then I come outside and I'm sweating again. I hate that. I would stay home, but as you guys know, sometimes I have to do my readings outside because I do have older parents that are home. Sometimes they don't understand what it is that I do, so your girl has to do what she has to do, okay? Movement is significant, okay? There's something about movement for some of you guys. Now, this could be like literally you moving around, okay, like this is literal movement, or there's something about movement where you guys are taking action, okay? This could be travel, anything, okay? We also have flow. So whatever movement you guys are doing, there's something about you going with the flow with your movements. It's almost like being divinely guided to do something and you just do it, right? That could be confirmation for a lot of you guys too. Following your intuition, following your inner guidance is also significant. Following the flow of the universe is significant. We have frustration, okay? Now, for some of you guys, this could be you or someone else's energy. You guys could feel frustrated at this time because it may feel like people are trying to force you to fit into a circle that you don't care to fit into. Now, the reason why is because it's like fitting a square into a circle. You know that a square cannot go into a circle, but you know that a square can go into a square and a circle can go into a circle. Some of you guys could be dealing with a lot of people in your energy that are either older, could be the same age as you, or just people that are just different in general because of culture, religion, all this stuff, right? And it's almost like people are trying to force you to be in a box that you don't want to be in. 2, 3, 4 on the timer just now, okay? That also, when it comes to frustration, it's like being also frustrated at the fact that people are trying to fit in where they can't fit in, or people are trying to fit in spaces where they know that they're not wanted in those spaces. You know what I mean? Like, if, for example, like if I know that I don't like something or somebody, I'm not going to force myself to be around their energy or be around them just because someone else likes them. That's just how I am, okay? Now, if I have a friend that I truly enjoy and like, and say another person that I know doesn't like that friend, I'm not going to force that friend to like that friend either. You guys get what I'm saying? It's like people trying to force people to be cliquish and in groups and, things like that. So some of you guys could feel frustrated about that, or, frustrated about other people's energies, or people trying to force you to, fit in where you don't want to fit in. Okay, so take what resonates with that. Also, pain is significant. So there's something about pain, right? A lot of you guys could also be frustrated because of the pain that you have to deal with, the pain that you've gone through or dealt with dealing with certain people, places, and things, okay? Obviously, take what resonates with that. Don't mind me. It's hot outside, guys, so don't mind me. But there's something about the energy, like I said, where some of you guys are dealing with a lot of people where it's like they're trying to put their pain onto you, or whatever you have going on. It's like you can deal with what you're dealing with, but that doesn't necessarily mean that people need to see what you're going through. So some of you guys could be transmuting your pain into power. That is significant. If other people are trying to force their pain and frustrations onto you, it's like you guys are seeing it for what it is and you guys are not allowing that to happen. And that does happen a lot of times. It doesn't matter if it's friends or family or whatever the case is. You guys could be dealing with people where it's like they're forcing you to do something that you don't want to do. And every time you're in these spaces, it's almost feeling like you're shrinking yourself, right? Because it's almost like, well, if this person wants me to fit in, let me just handle it this way. Then you handle it that way. It doesn't work the way it's supposed to, right? And then it's almost like it starts to create a domino effect, right? My cards are blowing now that the breeze is blowing, but it's almost like creating a domino effect where it's like, if you don't stop the pattern, it's going to continuously go on. So there is something about somebody's energy could feel frustrated at this time, or there's something to do with the pain that you're feeling, but you're not using that to use it against people. You're using it to transmute energy, right? You're using it to show people like, hey, just because I've gone through X, Y, and Z doesn't mean that I have to treat people this way, okay? Like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes people don't realize that just because you've gone through so much doesn't mean that you have to treat people a certain way, or you don't have to treat people the way that you've gone through what you've went through. If anything, you guys can learn from your mistakes and do better, right? So yeah, we have anxiety. Okay, so take what resonates with that. Some of you guys could have had anxiety or dealt with anxious situations or moments or things that made you feel anxious. And it's like you guys are stepping into your magic, right? You're stepping into your divinity, your flow. Okay, magic could be significant as well, but there's something about you releasing all that so that you can step into success, right? And that is why a lot of you guys could be dealing with a lot of things, because again, with your success, there's disruptions, okay? But then abundance is also at the bottom of the deck, and then we have strength, okay, and then we also have peace. So it's almost like you guys are going through all these different cycles or these different things, and it's like eventually you'll get to that place where you feel at home, you feel peace, you feel, you know, the strength. Okay, Leo energy is very significant. You may feel that strength within yourself to move forward depending on the situation at hand, right? Because everybody's situation is different. Not everybody goes through the same things, okay? But there's something about your energy, like I said, when it comes to that, where you guys could be dealing with a lot right now, and it's like people are trying to project a lot of their insecurities or their issues or problems onto you, which it's not fair, because while you're dealing with your own issues and problems, you're not projecting that onto other people. But Spirit is saying to trust the path that you're on and trust whatever divine messages that you're receiving. Starting over could be significant for a lot of you. Maybe some of you guys are frustrated because you have to start all over, okay? Starting something brand new could be significant, right? But trusting that you guys are having a divine reset, okay, for whatever it is that you guys are dealing with, whether this is a project, a home situation, it doesn't matter what it is. It's the fact that you guys are moving forward and you guys are trusting that, you know, whatever path that you're on, it's going to work out for you. You guys are listening, okay, to your inner knowing, okay? The whisper could be significant, listening to your inner intuition, your inner thoughts, your path, okay? Whatever the divine is giving you, like angel numbers and things like that, you guys are listening to that with the number 2. 2 talks about partnership and harmony. You're listening to that, okay? Trusting when it comes to taking the lead, okay, with the number 3. So you guys are taking the lead when it comes to your energy, okay? This is, again, leadership energy as well, and taking authority and matters into your own hands, right? So that could be confirmation for some of you as well. We also have opportunity beckons, okay, with the number 4, okay? What I've noticed with this message is going in an angel number of 0, 2, 3, 4. So there's something about doing something step by step, okay? Taking a leap of faith when it comes to your path, okay? Whatever it is that you're doing, you're still taking a leap of faith. Even if that means you have to start over again, you're still taking a leap of faith, and you're putting your faith and trust into that thing that you're doing. That thing could be a project, it could be a family, you're starting your own family, okay? Some of you guys are seeking the truth with the 7th number, 7, angel number 777, right? Seeking truth, okay? 7th house could be significant. This could be about, you know, close and personal partnerships, relationships, friendships, etc. For some of you guys, this could also talk about, you know, dealing with certain matters, right? When it comes to seeking truth, this could talk about life path number 7, because life path number 7 talks about being a seeker, okay? Being analytical and also intuitive. So some of you guys are actually both, where you can be analytical and intuitive when it comes to dealing with certain matters. And that could be triggering for a lot of people in your energy, because it's almost like they can't really get away with what they're doing, basically. They can't get away with what they're basically trying to do to you in your energy, even if it's hidden, right? And it's unseen. Especially with the full moon right now, whether it's unseen or seen, the full moon highlights so many things. That is why some of you guys are releasing this energy, okay? So obviously take what resonates with that, but there's something about your energy when it comes to release, letting go, okay, things of that matter, that is very significant. When it comes to releasing and letting go people, places, and things, mindsets, patterns, okay, that is significant. You guys are shining with the number 19, okay? You guys are learning to shine, step into your divinity, your path, path, okay? Even when it comes to shining light on certain aspects, like I said, with the moon, whether things are hidden or not, you're still showing up as somebody that is shining regardless of what's going on. You are shining, your light is shining, you are illuminating, okay? Even when it comes to speaking up on certain matters that a lot of people, like I said, they don't want to, you know, speak up on, or they don't want you to speak up on about, that is significant as well. So take what resonates with that too. Some of you guys could be dealing with certain matters, like I said, okay? So there's something about clarity as well. Some of you guys could be finding out certain things where you guys are finding clarity about you shining your light. Some of you guys are black sheeps in the family. There's something about that that's significant as well. But whatever it is, take what resonates, okay? Some of you guys are breaking chains with the number 17, and you guys are healing a lot of dynamics in your own path, okay? This could be family, this could be friends, this could be jobs, this could be anything where you guys are finally healing and letting things go, breaking the chains when it comes to material, okay? Certain things that don't, there's like certain things like attachment, for example. You guys are releasing attachment and you guys are detaching, confirmation with the horn, okay? 1 and 7 equals 8. So you guys are stepping into your power, okay? Seeking whatever truth this is. Like I said, birds are very significant, and I mentioned in the reading, I can't remember if it was this reading or another reading, but I know today in the readings, I did mention about something to do with you spreading your wings, okay? Flying and soaring high, spreading your wings, okay? When it comes to your path, when it comes to abundance and things like that. So definitely take what resonates when it comes to this message. Like I said, you guys could be going through a lot of situations right now where the universe is showing up for you in certain ways to allow you to blossom, okay, with the number 20. So there's something about having duality when it comes to your partnership with the universe and divine, okay? I'm going to end it here soon, but yeah, release is the last card with the number 13. Something that you guys are doing when it comes to releasing certain patterns, like I said, 1 and 3 equals 4. So stability is very significant when it comes to you choosing your battles wisely, okay? So take what resonates with that. But there's something about 7s that are significant where you guys could be dealing with a lot of truth, okay? Seeking truth, finding out the truth about a lot of things. If this is not about you finding out the truth, there's something about other people seeing the truth when it comes to you, finding out the truth about you, and it could be too late as well, okay? So even if people did, you know, certain things to you where, you know, they betrayed you, or they said something about you, or they did something that they weren't supposed to do, either way, it doesn't matter how the situation played out, the truth always comes out, okay? The truth always gets revealed, okay? It doesn't matter where you are on your path, everything gets revealed in due time. And that's confirmation as well. All right, guys, but I'm going to end it here. So please take what resonates with you guys. Thank you guys for the love and the support. I hear birds chirping as well. And it's so funny how in that card that I just saw that was seek, birds were significant, spreading your wings, flying. Messengers are significant too. So pay attention to even nature, your dreams and things like that. That's significant. But yeah, I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys for the love and the support. I appreciate you guys. 1313 on the timer. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next reading or video. All right, guys, I love you so much. And again, thank you again for the support. I appreciate you guys, and I hope to see you guys in the next reading. All right, guys, have a wonderful, wicked, wonderful Wednesday. All right, guys, I love you guys. Bye.